Caitlin Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan.
What's up, everyone? Today, we've got a bombshell topic, one that's shaking up the WNBA, college basketball fans, and sports culture as a whole. Caitlin Clark, the unstoppable rookie from Iowa, just inked a mind-blowing deal with Michael Jordan's legendary brand.
Gretzky, Michael Jordan, probably eventually Caitlin Clark, where it's like individual people make an entire country tune into their sport.
1,000%.
Like hockey was never bigger than when Wayne Gretzky was playing it, and it was ridiculous how much it grew the sport.
And yes, it's got people talking, but there's more to this story than just shoes and sponsorships. The reactions have been loud, intense, and in some cases, extremely personal. One reaction stood out. Angel Reese, the outspoken rookie from LSU, who's made headlines time and again for her rivalry with Caitlin Clark. So let's break it all down. The deal, the envy, the backlash.
But she's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family. Yeah. The crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal.
And what this really means for the future of women's basketball. Let's get into it. The historic Jordan Brand deal. Let's start with the big news. Caitlin Clark, the #1 pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, Indiana Fever superstar and record-breaking NCAA legend, has officially signed a historic endorsement deal with the Jordan Brand.
Making her the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball from Wilson.
That's right. Michael Jordan himself, the GOAT, the basketball icon, the man who built a billion-dollar empire from the Jumpman logo, has chosen Caitlin Clark as one of the new faces of his brand. This is monumental. Jordan Brand doesn't just sign athletes, they anoint legends. When you join the Jordan family, you're stepping into a very exclusive club. Think Russell Westbrook, Luka Doncic, Zion Williamson, Jason Tatum, and now, Caitlin Clark. Not only is Clark the first WNBA rookie to sign with Jordan Brand, but the deal is reportedly multi-million.
Calling all Caitlin Clark fans, 2 new limited edition basketballs are now available at select Hy-Vee stores. The designs are part of the Inspire series that Clark is doing in partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods.
Includes signature shoes and puts her in a position to become one of the most marketable athletes in the world, male or female. And make no mistake, this isn't just about basketball. It's about culture, business, and influence. Caitlin Clark's rise. So how do we get here? Caitlin Clark's rise to fame has been nothing short of meteoric. From dominating the NCAA at Iowa to selling out arenas across the country, breaking scoring records, and bringing millions of new fans to women's basketball, she's become a cultural force. She's drawn comparisons to Steph Curry for her deep three-point range and insane handles, but more importantly, she's drawn comparisons to Michael Jordan himself in terms of impact and star power. Caitlin has been the biggest driver of viewership in NCAA women's basketball history.
And when you take into stock the fact that outside of Kevin Durant, aging superstar, LeBron James, 40 years old, and Steph Curry, not a single NBA player more popular today than Caitlin Clark.
And now in the WNBA, the Fever's games, home and away, are breaking ticket sales records. Viewership is up 400%, and her jersey sales, #1 in the entire WNBA. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball. She's redefining the sport for the next generation. So it's no surprise that the Jordan Brand, which prides itself on identifying transcendent greatness, wanted her in the family. But not everyone is celebrating this moment. Angel Reese, the rivalry and reaction. Enter Angel Reese, the LSU star, who rose to fame alongside Clark during their epic NCAA battles, has always portrayed herself as a villain of women's basketball. And that persona, she's leaned into it hard.
We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. 2 of them being Messi and Ronaldo.
From taunting Clark during the NCAA championship game in 2023 to constantly making headlines with controversial comments, Reese has positioned herself as Caitlin Clark's rival, both on and off the court. But here's where things get interesting. In the days following Clark's Jordan deal announcement, social media lit up. Not just with praise for Clark, but with speculation about Angel Reese's reaction. And to nobody's surprise, Reese couldn't help but throw shade, whether it was through cryptic tweets about being overlooked or reposts calling out brands for picking favorites. Angel Reese made it clear she wasn't happy about Caitlin Clark's spotlight.
For Caitlin Clark, on a worldwide marketability list for athletes, to be ahead of both Messi and Ronaldo is quite impressive. Steph Curry is behind her.
In fact, some fans called it what it was. Envy, major, blatant, public, envy. And you know what? That envy isn't just personal. It's rooted in something deeper, the business of stardom. Angel Reese, like Clark, was one of the top nil earners in college. She's got fashion deals, a big social media presence, and a loyal fan base. But when it comes to pure basketball fame, to the raw impact on the court and in business, Caitlin Clark has lapped the competition, and brands notice that. Nike didn't choose Caitlin Clark over Angel Reese because of personality. They chose her because of performance, professionalism, and power. Clark is a complete package. She's a walking highlight reel, a ratings machine, and she carries herself with the discipline of a seasoned pro. It's not hard to see why MJ gave her the jump man. But Reese, rather than using this moment to reflect and elevate her own game, seems stuck in a cycle of comparison and complaint. And the fans, they see it. Public backlash against Reese. As soon as the Clark-Jordan deal hit the news, Reese's name started trending. Not because of praise, but because of pettiness. Comments flooded social media. Angel needs a focus on basketball, not drama. Caitlin's out here making history. Reese is out here throwing shade. One is about business. The other is about attention. People notice the difference. One athlete is elevating the league. The other seems stuck trying to win a popularity contest. And to be clear, this isn't about race or rivalry. This is about results. Caitlin Clark is earning what she's getting. Every headline, every endorsement, every record. She's not just selling shoes. She's selling hope for the future of women's sports. WNBA veterans chime in.
And what a lot of people weren't willing or were a bit reluctant to appreciate was the game on this young white sister of ours. She can ball. And oh, by the way, she was a great ambassador for the game. And by the way, she came in there and looked out for everybody else. For 22 years, they couldn't get chartered flights. That sister got there and it was done in 2 weeks. That's who Caitlin Clark is.
Even some WNBA veterans have chimed in, while many legends have applauded Caitlin Clark's deal, calling it a massive moment for the league. Others have warned Reese to stay focused. One former WNBA star said, "Jealousy will kill your career before your opponent does."
Basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they got to be drama because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they got to be drama because they're jealous.
Another tweeted, "If you want MJ to call your phone, get your game right. Stats don't lie." And that's the key. Stats don't lie. Clark's performance speaks for itself. Reese's doesn't yet. As rookies, Clark has already put up record-setting numbers. Reese, meanwhile, has struggled with efficiency, foul trouble, and adjusting to the pro game. The envy? It's misplaced. What Reese should do is take this as motivation, not a reason to sulk. This deal isn't just about Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese. It's about the future of women's sports. Clark's success is a blueprint for how talent, hard work, and focus can lead to generational opportunities. Jordan Brand didn't just sign a player. They made a statement. Women's basketball is big business. This move will open the door for more athletes, maybe even Reese someday, as she evolves her game and outlook. But for now, Clark stands alone. The envy that Reese is showing isn't just bad optics. It's a missed opportunity.
People paid, she got better travel arrangements, she increased the ratings and the revenue, which obviously the WNBA benefited exponentially because now you got a $200 million deal. All of these things being considered, you damn right. It is appropriate that she got Athlete of the Year. She is special. and she's coming.
Instead of resenting Clark's success, she could be learning from it. It's also interesting how the media narrative is playing out. Some outlets have tried to paint Clark as a media favorite and Reese as unfairly targeted. But let's be honest, the coverage is based on behavior. Clark shows up early, puts in the work, and lets her game talk. Reese often lets social media do the talking. The future for Angel Reese.
A WNBA rookie was out here doing what no one thought was possible and outshining the great Michael Jordan's legacy. How would you react? Caitlin Clark is the girl flipping the script. Her rookie numbers are ridiculous. Fans, analysts, and even Michael Jordan stans are
Now, let's be fair. Angel Reese is a talented player. She has size, toughness, and personality. But personality alone won't carry you in the pros. The question is, can she rise above the envy? Can she stop chasing attention and start chasing excellence? Because if she does, she could still have a massive career. But if she stays stuck in petty rivalries and social media feuds, she'll be watching Clark from the sidelines, both on the court and in the endorsement world. So here's the bottom line. Caitlin Clark just made history with a Jordan brand deal that cements her place as the face of women's basketball. Angel Reese, she's reacting, not rising. And while envy might be natural, it's also dangerous, especially when the world is watching. This is a defining moment in women's basketball. And Caitlin Clark is leading the way with class, skill, and championship mentality. Let's hope Angel Reese figures that out before it's too late. What do you think? Is Angel Reese jealous? Is Caitlin Clark the new face of the Jordan legacy? And how will this rivalry evolve from here? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for future WNBA updates.